Welcome back to the Roboguide demos. So I'm going to give you a quick demo of Lab 9 where you are going to write your first motion program on the robot. All right, to start the program, or just to create a new program, you click the Select key on the Teach Pennant and then just click Create. So I'm going to use the naming convention kind of like the one you're going to be using in the lab. Just because it'll keep all the programs in one location. So to name the program, you just click Options and then Keyboard, and then you can use the keyboard of your computer. So I'm going to go EEJH, that's Electronics Engineering, and my initials, and I'm just going to call this Box because that's the name of the first program that you're going to be writing. All right, and then we can just hit the Edit key, and we're ready to start writing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just write a simple program that starts at a position up here, goes down, draws a box shape, and then back up to where it started. So let's do this. I'll put it into the world. Well, I might as well stay with the user coordinate system. Actually, it doesn't matter. This program, it doesn't really need to be precise or anything particular. It's just a motion sequence. And so let me go up in the Z direction. Okay, so that'll be my starting point. So to record this point, I just do Shift Point, and I'm just going to stay with the default motion. We're going to talk in the next section about how to change some of these to make it move at different speeds and different ways, but we'll just stay right with that. And now I'm going to move down in the Z direction and record that point. I'm going to move in the X direction. Now it's going to move in my user frame X direction, which is at an angle to world frame. We'll record that point. And we'll go in the Y direction, record that point, and back negative X direction, record that point, and then negative Y, roughly where we started. There are a lot of techniques we're going to be using later on to, so you can actually reuse points. I can show you some of that right now, actually. You notice that if you zoom in here, that corner that I made here, I really want to come back to the same corner, and I wasn't quite there. I'll show you how to fix that, but we'll just demonstrate the program first. So once you have a program written, if you click back to the top of the program, the first thing you want to do is go into single step mode. So you click the step button and puts it into single step mode. Then you go Shift forward and it will move. So it just moved to the first line of the program, that first position. And it'll just move through the program, through the points that you defined. You might notice that it's taking a little curved path each time. There's a reason for that, and we're going to talk about that next time. We're going to be able to make it go in straight lines if we want, but right now we're just doing a real basic intro. So I said I would tell you how to fix the fact that those lines aren't lining up. When you define a point in your program, you can reuse points that you've already defined. So point 1 is here, point 2 is here. I really want to reuse point 2 when I come back around. So I get points 3, 4, 5, and instead of making a point 6, a new point, I can just type in point 2. And right there you can see how it, even in Roboguide, it shows you it's back, it lines it right back to point 2. I can do the same thing with point 7. I don't really need a point 7 because I want it to come back to the first point. So I just type in point 1, and there we go. So there's a pretty nice box program. Let's do that one more time. Okay, so when you start and you're not at the point where you were it gives you this warning. So I just click enter, say yes, I'm good. Forward. Just slide this over a little bit. Forward. So this is single step testing of a motion program. Okay, I can also do, I can go forward. Whoops, I got to go back to the top. Okay. I can jump into it like this, and I can also move backward. So with single step, you can go forward and backward. So once you're pretty comfortable with the points after you single step through, you can take it out of step mode, click the step button, and just do shift forward, and it should run through all the points like that. So you notice it will not run backward in continuous mode. I don't think it will do it if I go from here. Yeah, it only moves in the forward direction in continuous. You can only move backward when you're in single step mode. So, all right, now the program is written. It's basically been tested in teach mode. So now if I want to run it in full production mode, I'm going to turn the teach pendant off. And on the robot, you click the cycle start button. In Roboguide, it's this play button up here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and run it, and you might be a little surprised at what it does. Okay, so that's the program that's exactly how the program will behave in the fully auto mode. And you'll notice, again, I mentioned that it doesn't go in straight lines. Again, there's a reason for that, but I'm not going to get into that now. There is a way to make the robot run in straight lines, which will be part of the next section. All right, so that is what you need to do for Lab 9. I hope you have fun doing it, and we'll see you in the lab.